All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA. All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it,
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
From the 41, Wilson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check three. Shit.
They run it here with Gordon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Bang. One left.
A toss play. Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Throwing again. Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
You're not ready. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's checking. He's checking. He's tripping. Crash.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And an alley to run. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 3rd and 2, Walker. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check.
They'll run it with Johnson. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Walker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check.
Walker from the gun, he'll throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 43.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the Broncos' 39-yard line.
two's coming, Mike. Under 10.
On second down, it's Johnson. Johnson on poke three. Football's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get off the field. Check it back. Go.
On the counter, here's Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Let's get it. 45. 45. Watch the curl.
On third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Trey Flowers with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. We're scoreless after 1. On fourth down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second and 11 now. Walker. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Walker now from the gun on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's got room. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 39 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Room here to run. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Good job right there. Good job right there. Here I come again. Whip. Watch the whip. Go, 14. Right there. Right there. 54.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bound to lose one.
Wilson now to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
45. Mike, 45. Not today, Ron. Not today.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Tight coverage that time by Miles Killebrew.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Here's Johnson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Number 38, Arion Johnson, the ball carrier. Justin Simmons on the tackle.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here's Walker on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, watch that.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. In order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
380. 54 miles. Right here. Gun. 54 Mike. 12.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
45. Touch 50. 45 is the mic. Strip the ball.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Johnson, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go. It's 18 Gator. I got you. Check right, 27.
To throw on 3rd down. Walker. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This is taken at the 10.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 5-4. Watch the run, watch the run. Switch.
I'll go special. I'll go special. Nice.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check 52.
18.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Undercross.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Melvin Gordon on the
Get
carry.
it, baby. Get it,
He
baby.
is taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Here we go,
3rd
D.
and
All
6.
day.
On 3rd down, Wilson gets it to Gordon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Agnew now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. Check 9.
Again, it's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 99. Check 99.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Chance, not scared. Drop deep, drop deep.
Throwing on second down. Walker out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Walker, operating from the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the double. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Watch twist. Check 15, check 50.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Buddy up. 2, Mike 22. That's it. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
Operating from the gun. Walker going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 22. Who that?
Now Walker from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Come on, QB, come on.
Alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Wilson on the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a
Zebra.
It's going to be a long day.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Watch the pass.
We look for signals.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Wilson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. This is Gordon. They find some open field here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Lions take over.
Let's go, Spike.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.